Really quick, everybody, this entire video will be timestamped, so if you don't want to watch holding and just get straight into a different topic, please check the pinned comment or the little red bar right down below you. Again, this entire video will be timestamped, and I'd appreciate you guys watching whatever part that you liked. And if you're sticking around, guys, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels, and welcome back to Let's Talk Clen, where I ask you guys to jump into the Discord server, which, by the way, if you are new, Discord is in the description and the pinned comment down below. We would love to have you there, and I ask you guys to go in there and give me topics to talk about for a video. Usually we talk about Fortnite and gaming, but of course we can talk about anything at all. I won't keep you. Let's get straight into the first topic for today. Timestamps are there if you would like to use them. How would you feel of an elemental themed season where all the elemental kings come back, like the Ice King and the Fire King? There could also be new ones like Earth King, Water King, and there could be different sections of the map based off of different elements. And even before you said that, I was thinking like, okay, if the Ice King and the Fire King are back, you could have even more elementals come back, and that would lead to different map changes. Just like you said, it could lead to different biomes. I think that'd be fantastic. The elementals are part of the Fortnite storyline that us Chapter 1 lovers have been like dying to see make a return one day, and that's why so many people are excited for the volcano to return, because you know what? The last time the volcano spawned, you know what? It was because of the Fire King. So that's a potential there, but to have a whole elemental theme season, I think would be great. To use the example that you use, the Water King could bring back flooded POIs, something that so much of the player base absolutely loved. The Fortilla was very well received. You could have POIs just like that, but perhaps you could even like make it a better version of Coral Castle. I understand that might be a little bit touchy if I say that, but a better version of Coral Castle, something like we all thought it was going to be, something where you're actually underwater. Stuff like that would be cool. But to go in, you could have like, you could bring back in weather with that. You could have like a wind god or a wind king, something like that. You could have a POI with different tornadoes around it. I think that would be absolutely fantastic, and I'd be so down to see a season like that. Moving on, how are you enjoying the new update that came out in Fortnite? I'm quite enjoying it, especially the middle battle pass to claim. I wonder what they'll do for a live event. I believe that's what you were trying to say. Anyways, I'm going to talk about this very quickly because we've talked about it at great lengths on the channel. Long story short, I do believe this to be one of the greatest crossover updates that we've had. I'm enjoying it. Seems like everybody's enjoying it. You've seen a lot of clips online of people enjoying the Forest Mythics. I think this is by far the best Star Wars update they've done. I don't know about the best event right now, but I'm really enjoying the update. At the very minimum, it's A tier. I'm really liking it. Do you think that extra file, that one it looks like from the Travis Scott event, could be a hint towards a live event? Okay, so what we were talking about a little while ago in one of the Fortnite news videos that I did was there is a file that looks like it's a screenshot from the Travis Scott event. It was put in the game along with all the Star Wars stuff. So some people were thinking that could tease a live event. For what I believe, I don't know if files like this get added to the game by mistake, but it looks like it literally did come from the Travis Scott event, and we haven't heard anything about a live event right now, so I'm still on the side of no, it wasn't a teaser, but I can't explain to you why that was put in the files. We'll have to wait for the update, which I believe is coming out on Tuesday. Let's hope for the best. So I'm going to wait to see if anything comes in there, because that's when we're going to get our live event confirmation. Moving on to the next topic, address the drama between SypherPK and Nick830. On SypherPK's shorts on his main channel, he exposes Nick830 for cussing, and Nick830 said his channel is family friendly. I'm not sure if there's legitimate drama there. I haven't heard anything about it. If I had to guess, this is a joke, but I apologize, I'm not kept up on anything. So, hey, I've heard Nick830 cuss before. I know it happens, and he probably does it off stream too, but of course, the channel is family friendly. Gotta love Nick. What would you like to see for Chapter 5? Personally, I think a balance of a new and old storyline, balance of new and old items for the loot pool, awesome battle passes theme around the new season, and a new map balance for build and no build mode, diverse biomes, and a great chapter. For Chapter 5, I would really have to sit down and think about it, and this is something that I talk about in a live stream quite a bit, actually, because I'm working very slowly on a longer form video of every single little piece and step that I would like to see to be done to make Fortnite absolutely perfect in my mind. So I guess I could relate that to Chapter 5, like what if a brand new chapter came out? But off the top of my head, I'm very invested in the storyline, so they would have to go back to what they did in Chapter 2 and Chapter 1 in the storyline. I would really like that. And also keep in weird and wacky items. The perfect example is like what we've seen from last season. Things like the Falcon Scout, things like the Guardian Shield, things like the Shockwave Hammer. Those items like that being added to Fortnite makes the game feel more Fortnite to me, and that's something that I would really like to see. But the things that you brought up, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and that makes total sense to make your Chapter 5 perfect. But things that I would like to see are on the side of weird items. You know what I mean? Moving on, update on that big video. It's after the wedding. If you've been paying attention, well, I'm very glad that you've been looking forward to that video, Tyler. And I'm sorry. I know I say this a lot, but every time I see that picture, I laugh at it. Like, what were you thinking when you were creating that? I don't know why you make that your profile. It's just, I appreciate it. I don't know. But I'm glad you're looking forward to the video. Actually, like I mentioned earlier, if you guys don't know, I'm making a big video about like society and gaming and dating as a gamer. It's a very long video and I want it to be a very important video. So I actually hired an editor to do that, and the video's recorded, sent over. Whenever that's done, we'll get the video going. So it's in progress right now. Fortnite, what if Midas's plan worked in the device event? Oh man, would everybody be free now? I don't know, actually. That's a little bit weird. I don't know, because you could go one way and think that, you know what, everyone would be free, but you could also take into consideration the fact that the 0 point might just take care of itself and recreate the loop. I feel like that would be most likely to happen, because it's like literally the creation of everything, right? So it would probably be a little bit powerful. Even if the loop breaks for a little bit, it would probably just come back, even if Jonesy had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? That's what I think would happen. But it's an interesting thought. I'm just gonna add better what if than these, bozo. What if the Iceberg never came back to the Chapter 1 island? The possibilities may seem endless, but when you realize that we would have stayed on the Chapter 1 island had it happened, well, what if it didn't happen, okay? So the Ice King wouldn't have come, and does that mean we wouldn't have gotten the Fire King either? Because the whole thing with Chapter 1 Season 7 would not have happened. And if you think about that storyline, we also had AIM come onto the island. Wow, that's a little weird, because then we wouldn't have gotten the volcano. Or, yeah, no, we definitely wouldn't have gotten the volcano, because he was in the Iceberg, the Fire King. So without the volcano, we wouldn't have the volcano erupting, we wouldn't have had Tilted destroyed, we wouldn't have had the Neo tilted. Oh my god. And then would something even happen with Season X? Yeah, I guess, oh, because the monster was also in there. Whoa, that's blowing my mind right now. The monster was also in the Iceberg. I never thought about specifically that Iceberg coming to the island. That's actually wild, because the monster was in there too. We wouldn't have had the final showdown. Singularity wouldn't have built a robot. It wouldn't be really in the future. Bunker Jonesy wouldn't have been there to see all that stuff. He wouldn't have been hiding around. The monster wouldn't have been there to expose the 0 point for the very first time, and the 0 point would have never destabilized. That was the problem for so much of the Fortnite island. Ah, that is so interesting. Yes, I never gave a thought to that before, but wow, we would have stayed on the Chapter 1 island forever. You're so right. That is wild. Let's move on though. Are there any YouTubers you hate? There's nobody specifically that I hate, but I do really dislike the people who obviously like just clickbait to influence kids and profit off of them. You know what I mean? Actually, I got one for you. It's nobody specifically again. I hate the people. Oh man, I don't know. I have to word this nicely. You know the people who you have somebody where there's something wrong with your family? You know what I mean? And I'm using the word wrong in like something off. You know what I mean? Something that maybe somebody has a little bit of an issue. You know what I mean? You could take that as you would. Like that can go for like a disease or something wrong with somebody at birth. I don't mean to. I have to be very careful. Again, I don't mean to be one of those people that are like, oh, this is wrong. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying, but I don't know how else to phrase it. You then take this person that you're supposed to love and care for, and you turn them into a prophet. That I really don't like. You know what I mean? You're constantly filming them, getting pity from people, shoving a camera in their face, and you're pretending it's like, oh my god, you're spreading awareness, and you pretend like, oh, I'm just documenting my whole process. This is how I take care of this person. You know what I mean? Whether you're just using somebody's life and perhaps they don't know about it. I hope you guys understand like the picture I'm drawing here, but I can't outright say it. But I think it's safe to mention because it's really bad in my opinion to do to somebody. So there's nobody specifically I hate on YouTube, but I hate people that really use somebody's like misfortune for their own profit. Does that make sense? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. Moving on though, I can make this more interesting. You have to kill one. Cypher, Nick A30, who goes? Oh man, I actually really like both of them. I really, really do. But if it came down to it, I would have to get rid of Cypher. I like Nick A30, love him as a person, but then again, I like Cypher as a person too, so I can't say like, oh my, that's funny, but I would keep Nick A30, unfortunately, I'm a bigger fan of his. Tyler's best photo is back again. I loved the donating video. Are you going to make more soon? Well, I really, really appreciate you saying that. Actually, I was very skeptical on making that video because I didn't know how well it would be received, and I got so many nice comments on that. A lot of people and even some messages on Discord about it, which is very nice. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that video, so absolutely I'm going to make more. But it's definitely not going to be like the anything that regularly happens on the channel, but every once in a while you'll see that. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed that, by the way. If you haven't seen it, shameless self-promotion, I just made a video about donating to streamers. Go check it out because it's not what you may think. Let's move on. If you could have an elemental power, then what would it be? I would imagine you're talking about, like, when you're talking about elemental powers, I'm thinking like control one of the elements. I hope that's what you meant, Mark, but I would have to think about that because you can control water. I guess that would be, actually, you know what? Water probably would be the most useful. If you want it to stop raining or something, if you want it to rain on somebody, that'd be really funny. You know what I mean? I could pick out my friends and just be like, hey, let's spawn this little cloud above you, and then it would start raining on them. I think that'd be hilarious. But you could think like fire, you could save people from burning buildings. Wind would be pretty useful. If you have like a really, really strong wind, you could like pretty much move whatever you want. And if you want to think it from an enemy perspective, the wind could also blow down whatever you want. Spawn a tornado in somebody's house. That'd be really, really funny. And then just make it go away before it moves. I would have to go with water. I feel like that would be the most useful, especially because we need water, right? I'm gonna go with water. There's a lot you could do with it. Hey Kyle, just out of curiosity, what was the decision-making process around the new concept time rules? No hate, I'm just curious because people are talking about it in the server. Well, it was an idea that was presented by me. I'm not gonna say by who because I don't know if they want to remain anonymous. Just in case, I'm gonna err on the side of safety there. And I really like the idea. What I like about the idea specifically, oh, and if I don't know why I didn't mention this earlier, my apologies guys. If you guys don't know, concept time is on the server where you guys post your Fortnite concepts in like a specific channel in the server, and then we take those and make them into a video. However, now there's a concept forum, and if you post your thing there and it gets 5 likes, then you can move it to concept time to make into video. So the way that I'm looking at this personally, and this wasn't the entire idea that was presented to me, but the way I'm looking at it is we can have bigger concepts in a video, and we can have concepts that for sure people really, really would like to see in a video. If other people think that they're really well made, then you can move it on. You could just really up the quality in concept time. And this isn't a permanent change. If it doesn't work out, if the concept time videos don't improve, then we won't do it anymore. It's just a test right now. So the new concept time rules, that's what we're going to do. I'm thinking about doing it for like maybe 3-4 videos, and we'll see if the concept time videos improve. I'll get some feedback from you guys, and we'll continue and make adjustments to any rules for concept time. Moving on, who is your favorite streamer in the new video on Twitch? Are you talking about the donation video? If you're, oh man, there was a lot of people, assuming you're talking about that again. There was a lot of people that were really cool. Oh man, my favorite streamer was probably the dude, I forgive me, I'm not remembering the last name, but it was the guy that did the handstands and kept doing the handstands. I thought he was really, really sick. There was a lot of people. I got a lot of comments on a bunch of the streamers, actually. They were all really cool, man. They were really cool. I'm glad they participated in the video. And guys, again, go check that out. Hey, Kyle, I have another question. You always talk about how you want to stay out of controversy to the point where you don't even talk about safe subjects. Why do you defend MrBeast so much? And there's a lot of controversy always going on with him. That is an understandable question for you to ask, honestly. And I would imagine this is where this is stemming from. Okay, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I just made a Clen Reacts video where I talk about MrBeast. But then again, I've made shorts talking about MrBeast again. I'm just assuming that's where that stemmed from because I literally just made a Clen Reacts video on it. So, MrBeast, I don't understand all the hate around him, and I believe it's safe to openly support him because this guy is objectively just doing amazing things for the world, and I wholeheartedly believe he will go down to be one of the greatest people who ever lived. Really. This guy is changing lives daily. This guy's changing lives on every TikTok you see. This guy's changing lives on every video you see. And it's not just lives. It's thousands of lives. And how many people at this point has MrBeast changed their lives for the better? He's going around the world and helping people. I don't understand. I cannot conceptualize at all how anybody could have an issue with this guy. I don't get it. And I think it's so safe to support him because if you have a problem with MrBeast helping people, that's on you, man. That's on you because I'm happy that he's making blind people see again. I'm happy that he's funding deaf people to hear again. I'm happy that he's bringing these families together. I'm happy that he is going around giving people money to change their lives. Like, how could you be upset about that? That's why I openly defend him, because it is safe to defend somebody doing charitable acts. It's amazing. He is one of the greatest people to walk this planet. I'm convinced about it. He's going to go down in history as somebody to be remembered, and that's why I believe it is safe to support him. The controversy surrounding him is absolutely ridiculous. With that being said, though, I think I said enough about MrBeast. I'm going to close out the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and thank you so much for participating. To everybody who did participate, on the screen right now, you will see 2 fantastic Clen videos. Go check them out. If you still want to watch a channel, they'll be right here for you to check out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you there. Take care.